so let's get started. So when the index is first one is introduce myself, and second is why I had go to the UK, and third one is what did I do in the UK, and the first one is traveling to the other country, 4 countries, and the last one is my comment. So before starting, so all of my contents in my presentation is fact. So actually, none of the forces are in this in my presentation file. So some of you met me before, but some of you didn't meet me before. So that's why I need in this presentation file, I need to introduce myself. So I'm Yu Young-uk, and my age is 30. So I'm the oldest person in this group, and so I was already graduated from the Sungsui University, and my first major is business administration, and the double major is industrial information system. So now I'm working in the multinational company, and now I'm a inventory controller in a specific customer. The next page is about the why did I choose the UK. So on the left side of this presentation, this is the working holiday visa in the UK. So nowadays, if you want to go to the UK via working holiday, you can register for the working holiday visa. So actually, the UK's working holiday visa is normally open on January and September, and 1,000 people each year can go to the UK. But before registering the UK's working holiday visa, I already applied for the exchange student when I was a university student, but I gave up. So there are 2 reasons. First one is the duration. So I can stay in the States only 6 months, and I need to go back. I need to come back to Korea. And also, second reason is I need to pay expensive tuition, living expenses, and room fee, and so on. So total amount of this money, I think, was quite huge. So that's why I gave up the exchange students. So, and third, so there are some merits of the UK's working holiday visa. First one is if you have a working holiday visa in the UK, you have a right to stay in the UK within 2 years. And second one, you are able to study English, work, and travel any countries. And the third one, you can spend less money compared to the exchange student because you are working, you are do a part-time job or office workers and so on. So this is the kind of evidence I register, and I got a permission to go to the UK. So on this page, there are 3 experiences when I was in the UK. So first 3 months, I went to the language school to study English, and then after 3 months, I did my part-time job in the Korean restaurant, especially in the Korean restaurant. And then the rest of my duration in the UK, I did an office job in the one mobile case company. So among these 3 experiences, one of my best experience is the part-time job. Did my part-time job in the UK. So I was a server, a bartender in this restaurant. So and also I worked with the foreigners such as UK, Spain, Hong Kong, and extra. So the reason why I chose this experience that it was a great time to improve my speaking skills, because as a server, as I mentioned before, as a server, I explain explain to the customer about the Korean food or ingredients and so on. So also I had a good relationship with other staffs. So because of two reasons, I think I can improve my English skills, especially speaking. So within the UK life, I traveled to the 4 countries. So first one is Scotland. Actually, Scotland is in the United Kingdom, but it's the scenery, the Scotland scenery was totally different compared to the UK. And also, I was traveling to the island, so because it's quite near from the England. So I went to the Guinness factory or Dublin University, and also the last picture is the giant causeway, which is famous for the tourists. And also I went to the Iceland, and with some of my friends. So actually, it was the 4 days trip, but it was a great time to see the kind of many beautiful and pretty things. So especially for the third one, I mean the right side of the Iceland part, there is a Northern Lights. It is called Aurora. I saw it and I took a picture. I think it's a really nice experience, I thought. And last one is I went to the Czech Republic with some of my friends. And for when it's an Easter holiday in Europe, I went there, and then I took many photos, and also I experienced lots of things, lots of experience things in the Czech Republic. So this page is the last page of my presentation. This is kind of my private opinions. So on the left side of this slide, you can see the working holidays, 4 countries working holidays. So in my private opinions, so first one is to go to abroad if you have any chances. So for example, for working holiday or exchange student, language study, and so on. If you have, I think I recommend, if you have a chance, please go to abroad. And second one is I think so similar as a number one opinion. So, and you can get memorable experience outside of Korea. For example, for traveling to the other countries or studying and meeting the other foreigners, working, and so on. So, and the last one, before going out, I mean, before going to the going working holiday, exchange student, and so on, please, I recommend, please, it is possible to study English. So because it is quite helpful for getting a job or improving English skills. And thank you for listening my presentation. And please feel free to ask me if you have any questions.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Xian, and today
울린다. 나머지 분들
I'm going
음소거
to talk about MBTI. Do you guys like MBTI test? This year, it was one of the most popular topics in Korea. I will present you about the MBTI test's definition and how much should we believe it. First of all, what is MBTI? MBTI, the short term of Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, is an introspective self-report questionnaire. It indicates various psychological preferences in how people perceive the world and make decisions. The test attempts to assign 4 categories: introversion or extraversion, sensing or intuition, thinking or feeling, judging or perceiving. The first letter of each category is taken to produce a 4-letter test result like INFJ or ENFP. Therefore, the MBTI test assorts people into 16 types of personality. Taking people's interest in Korea, they started to figure out their MBTI, list the characteristics, and get agreement from the others. For example, we can easily hear that ISTJ people are responsible, realistic, and hardworking, and ENFP types of people are tend to enthusiastic and creative. Then, is MBTI test absolutely reliable? My answer is not really. There are three reasons why I think it is hard to believe. First, Myers and Briggs, who made MBTI tests, were not educated psychology, but they were actually novel writers. According to psychology history, it was invented to contrast personality difference between Myers' family and her future son-in-law. This means what she made was actually homemade personality checklist based on unproven theory of psychoanalyst Carl Jung. Also, MBTI result can be changed too easily. It is the unavoidable problem of self-report questionnaire. Because it is answered by participants themselves, the result can be influenced by their mood, situations, and even weather. Also, people's characteristics can be changed as time goes. Experiencing social life and hardship, people get changed and MBTI results become different too. But it doesn't mean that one of those is wrong and the other is right. It is just a change. According to National Research Committee's 11 research about MBTI's change, the percentage of people who get same result from first and second MBTI trial are only from 24 to 61%. Last, Burnham Effect can be occurred in MBTI. The Vernal Effect is a common psychological phenomenon that individuals give high accuracy ratings to description of their personality. However, those descriptions are in fact vague and general enough to apply to the wide range of people. All of us have various characteristics in our inner side, but by the Burnham Effect, we easily believe the descriptions are accurate. For example, all of us can be shy in front of hundreds of people. However, if some descriptions say you are a shy person, everyone think of their shy experience in their life and believe they're shy people. Of course, the MBTI test is far more accurate than other non-scientific personality tests such as blood type or zodiac sign because it is made people to answer directly about their own personality. However, what I really want to say is that we don't have to be over-observed or over-observe the test. We have to keep in mind that it is just for fun. But when the result implies positive side, we can enjoy and be satisfied with it. But when we get unwanted result, we can think like, oh, it is the smallest bad part inside of me, and I can just ignore it. Also, even when you hate your MBTI, you can try to be changed and develop yourself to the person you want to be. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Yoon Kim, and today I'm gonna talk about the values of record. The record I want to say is leaving something by photo or writing. I really like to put on record by photo, but today I want to place emphasis on writing. The places that I put my own stories are Instagram secret account and blog. It has been a long time that I have used Instagram secret account, and I have started blog only a few months ago. I had not thought that I like writing before, but I love writing now, and to be exact, I love writing my story. After I started writing, I realized that writing has many values. The first thing is memory. The best thing of writing was that I can reminisce my daily life that I would miss at normal times. And I recall some moments and emotions for writing, and I could recall those moments and emotions again by reading that writing. I think it is more valuable and meaningful because we never could feel those moments again. And these pictures are my blog. I wrote about my daily life like this. And the second thing is comfort. I often write down some thoughts or stories on my Instagram secret account, which I'm reluctant to say. I could not hear anyone and could write down any stories, so just that is a great comfort to me. I usually have lots of anxieties and worries, but I tend to not say to someone and keep them alone. Sometimes it's gonna be a big burden to me, but my feeling becomes better after I write down about it. And these are my Instagram secret account, and I wrote about my feelings and emotions when I have some event. And the next thing is knowing myself. The big change I felt after writing was being myself, being able to know myself more exactly. And numerous times I have not thought about what is who I am and what is my viewpoint. However, I could think about these things naturally by writing about me. It is not easy to express the feelings and thoughts that I felt in letter, but if you write down them, your opinion would be established clearly. I write any stories down on my Instagram and then I could admit myself, including things that I don't want to show anyone. Since I could see my real self, I have developed me constantly. And I wrote about some books or movies or some essays like this. Writing your own story is just for you, not for anyone. I highly recommend to start putting on record by writing from now on. I hope that my presentation is interesting to you guys, and thank you for listening.
Okay, today I'm going to talk about the K-pop and how and why K-pop artists could succeed in Taiwanese market. You know, this is a kind of interesting topic, but there is some kind of time restriction, and I'm aware of that. So, and I have to speak in English, so it could be boring. So please understand that point. And I want to make sure that it is just my personal opinion. Okay, many of you have heard that BTS's new song Dynamite was at the top of the Billboard chart for 2 weeks. And actually, Psy's Gangnam Style was ranked second. So BTS became the first Korean artist who put their name on the top of the chart. So the question is, why American people chose to listen to K-pop, and what is K-pop, and how K-pop attracted global fans? So I want to talk about the K-pop first, I mean the genre called K-pop. There are 3 examples, and first one is Red Velvet, and second one is Twice, and third one is Blackpink. We call them K-pop artists, but their songs and styles are very different from each other. When we think of Red Velvet, the lyrics of Red Velvet is very distinctive, such as when you think of just Red Flavor or Psycho or Chicago, just like that. And when we think of Twice, just songs like Yes or Yes or Cheer Up, kind of that, I think they are really good at expressing the feelings of teen pop. And lastly, when we talk about Blackpink, they are really good at doing some kind of powerful performance with powerful EDM sound. So I think they are the queen of EDM in Korea. So actually, I think the genre called K-pop is not an actually new genre. It's just a mixture of multiple genres. For example, the non-stop of the Oh My Girl is the mixture of tropical house and trap beat, and the more and more of Twice is just a mixture of reggaeton beat and tropical and trap beat. So K-pop is not a new genre, but it's really fresh. So, and I think the power of the K-pop is unpredictable. So, uncertainty, and it is very unpredictable. And many Korean composers and producers are really good at mixing this kind of different genres in one song by doing some kind of high quality arrangement. So I think the reason why we enjoy K-pop is similar to the reason why we enjoy fusion cuisine. When we eat just like this fusion cuisine, we can experience something that we couldn't before. But I think it's not enough to explain the success of the K-pop, and I want to talk about and I want to highlight the communication strategy. Actually, when we talk about the success of BTS, we should talk about the army, the big fandom of BTS, because they introduced a lot of Korean songs to global fans. So how could BTS create this kind of big fandom? Actually, communication is not a very easy job, because when we just watch the kind of 연애가 중계 and some actor or actress appear on the TV and say some Korean words like 사랑해요 연애가 중계, we don't become a fan of him or her, because the real communication leads to the strong and deep relationship. So how can artists build this kind of relationship? I think first way to build this kind of relationship is making a commercial goods. I mean the creative commercial goods, because this kind of things can make their fans feel special, and they can just post this kind of things on social network service like Instagram or Facebook. And second thing, I think the video content is really a good way to communicate with their fans. Fans feel they are with their artist when they just watch and enjoy the everyday videos of artists. I think Korean entertainment companies are really good at utilizing the kind of video platform like YouTube or Naver Real Life. So I think Korean artists have some kind of advantage. So I want to say that the success of BTS is not a lucky situation. They really try to make kind of strong relationship with their fans by doing and appearing on a lot of medias. So this kind of communication strategy is a really big part of the artist. And the real impact of the K-pop is, I think, that pop artists started to follow and benchmark this kind of communication strategy. For example, Taylor Swift, the famous pop star, she released a new album recently, and she made some kind of random photo cards in her album, and it's really similar to the strategy of K-pop artists. And this is the end of presentation, and thank you for listening.